Hi, my name is Ray Hemachandra. I want to thank you for inviting me to participate in this training today. My son Nicholas is autistic. He just turned 18 years old in the fall, and he'll be graduating from high school in the spring. Nicholas has several diagnoses. In addition to the autism, he has diagnoses of obsessive-compulsive disorder, mixed expressive-receptive communication disorder, delayed processing speed, tic disorder, and several medical diagnoses layered upon that, including ulcerative colitis and a stroke he experienced a few years ago. My approach to parenting is really neurodiverse, and I hope that parents, teachers, and other professionals can integrate a neurodiverse approach. Neurodiversity involves respecting the neurological and sensory individuality of the child, acceptance of the person, of the autistic as autistic, and not setting goals to turn the person into someone else, not setting goals to turn an autistic person into a non-autistic person, but rather to support the actual autistic individual to be their best and happiest self. That means parenting and teaching the way the person learns. For me and for my family, that's included visual structure, schedules, daily, weekly, monthly, lists, labeling, visual communication complementing or reinforcing verbal communication. It's also involved sensory approaches, providing a sensory diet for the child, whether that's sensory activity, sensory respite, or respecting sensory environments. So if it's too loud or too bright, you're aware that the child is being affected that way. It means learning from autistic adults. They have very active voices in organizations, especially online now, and it's deeply valuable to learn about their experiences, their childhoods as well, and what affected them negatively or harmed them, and from what they benefited. Learning from the individual child, of course, is most important. That is a child-centric approach, an individualized approach, whether that communication from the child is verbal or nonverbal or behavior-based, that the child has a voice in their parenting and life and education. Being ambitious. Autistic children may be more capable than you know or I know or even they themselves know. When given the opportunity to succeed, to do something new, to learn something, they often surprise beyond what we think their limits are from our perceptions as non-autistic people. Neurodiversity isn't a miracle approach. There are challenges along the way. For me as a parent, my son was self-injurious. He banged his head to the point that we had to put a football helmet on him. He stabbed himself with pencils. In the school environment, he was often isolated and he was bullied, and that affected his sense of well-being and identity. But the goal is happiness and well-being for the child, and acceptance. A child feeling and knowing he or she is accepted in the family, in the school, in the community, that he or she is liked and loved and given support and opportunity to be who they want to be and who they truly are. That's the key to happiness and well-being for any child, including for autistic children. Thank you very much.